Okay, that's as good as it's going to get tonight. So, welcome to your Kin 225 lecture for Monday, March 8th. Today, I'm going to be covering the energy system. So, this is a continuation of the slides that I posted last class. Question for you: what is the main energy molecule in a muscle? And the answer here is adenosine triphosphate. So, adenosine triphosphate is characterized by this adenosine molecule that has 3 phosphate molecules attached to it. The bonds between these phosphate molecules are considered high energy bonds. So when you break down this molecule and you break down these bonds, you get release of energy, and that gives you energy for muscular contraction. So you can see the phosphate is broken off here, and you have this energy molecule that's left over called adenosine diphosphate. So we've already gone over in the course where ATP is used in the muscle at the myofibrils, the sarcoplasmic reticulum, the sarcolemma. So you can see the equation below. You have ATP to start off with, and then that's broken down to ADP and phosphate. And that releases energy that's used during muscle contraction and during relaxation. Now, how much energy is stored in muscle? The answer to this question is A, enough to support muscle contraction for 4 seconds. So there's actually only a very limited store of ATP in muscle. So if you want to continue exercising, beyond 4 seconds, there has to be a mechanism within your muscle to resynthesize that ATP while you're exercising. If not, your muscle would just fatigue in about 4 seconds. So how is ATP resynthesized during exercise to allow contraction to continue? So your options here are breakdown of phosphocreatine, breakdown of carbohydrates, breakdown of fats, or all of the above. And the correct answer here is all of the above. So this is what happens during exercise. You kind of have a cycle going. You have breakdown of ATP to ADP plus energy. And then during exercise, you have resynthesis of ATP so that you can continue exercising beyond just a few seconds. And you can see I've drawn there phosphocreatine comes in and helps to resynthesize that ATP. That is what happens in the first few seconds of exercise. Phosphocreatine is involved in an energy system called the immediate energy system. So something that you'd use in during an exercise that only lasts a few seconds. You can also have glycogen or glucose come in here and be broken down to help resynthesize that ATP. And finally, you can have glycogen, glucose, fats, or proteins coming in through the process of aerobic metabolism to resynthesize that ATP. So this is fast resynthesis of ATP. This is moderately fast through anaerobic glycolysis. And then this is slow resynthesis of ATP. This gives you just a little bit of energy. This gives you a moderate amount of energy, but this would give you a high amount of energy. And this is the differences between the different energy systems. So what proteins are important for allowing your muscles to break down carbohydrates and fats faster to allow resynthesis of ATP? The answer here are your enzymes. So enzymes are these proteins that allow faster chemical reactions within your muscles. And those enzymes can be dramatically upregulated as you change your training status, especially with regards to aerobic enzymes. So with aerobic training, you can dramatically increase these enzymes and help you to faster break down carbohydrates and fats for resynthesis of ATP. And this is one of the main reasons why a trained aerobic person can run something like a marathon a lot faster than an untrained person. The aerobic breakdown of fats, carbohydrates, and proteins is too slow to allow adequate ATP resynthesis during short duration, high intensity exercise. So the example here is the 100-meter sprint. And this answer is true. So the energy system that you use during something like a 100-meter sprint is going to be this first one, called the anaerobic ATP phosphocreatine energy system, also called the immediate energy system. So that's the energy system that's going to be used during high intensity, short duration exercise. The anaerobic glycolytics energy system is going to be used during high intensity exercise, but a little bit longer duration. And the aerobic energy system is going to be used during probably lower intensity exercise, but something that's of long duration.